All right, so this man decides to crash his ex-wife's, not wife's, ex-wife's date, and it ends horrible. Let's check this John out, man. I need y'all to slap that subscribe button as hard as you can. Like, put your hands all on it. Like, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video. Let's get into it.
Somebody hit him on purpose.
Is he breathing?
I don't know. I can't tell. Just coming here to fight him because he was mad at him.
Let me ask you this. Can I get you to...
Hold on. So he rammed into the vehicle and then beat the shoes off somebody?
I can't tell. Just coming here to fight him because he was mad at him.
Let me ask you this. Can I get you to step with me over here for me, please?
Try to call him and see if he'll respond to you.
Davis, come on. Wake up, Davis.
Start roping this off because this is going to be a crime scene. All right.
On May 7th, 2023, a 46-year-old man's lifeless body is found at the end of a secluded road, lying in the grass 50 feet away from his wrecked vehicle. Police and first responders get to a scene that has all the markings of a terrible accident. But when investigators start putting the pieces of this tragic puzzle together, they begin to uncover a truth that is far more sinister. The following report is based on official police records, and some of the footage has never been seen before until now. At 1:34 a.m. on the morning of May 7, 2023, a frantic 911 call comes into dispatchers in Greenwood, South Carolina.
Okay, what happened?
Somebody has hit the car and he's out of the car and he's been beaten. He's unconscious.
Is it a car wreck?
It's a one-person car wreck.
He's unconscious?
Yes, it's really bad. He needs immediate assistance.
Okay. Is he breathing?
I don't know. I can't tell.
Okay, listen to me. Where is he bleeding from?
His nose and his definitely his nose.
You said his nose and what else?
Definitely his nose, and I can't tell if it's his ear. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Out of his ears really bad.
Okay, listen to me. Is he flat on his back?
Yes.
Okay. Are you able to turn him onto his sides?
Yeah.
Okay, listen. You
Like, hey, that is something tragic to see. Oh my goodness, but damn, I don't even know what to say on this one, bro. She tore between the two. Like, that's her ex-husband. It's her ex-husband for a reason. But yeah, you thought you was about to. Wow. Now you got called. You got to sit there through that. Why am I laughing? He done killed cuz, but still, like, this is wild.
said he's bleeding from his nose and his ears.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you know it's
okay. Is there anybody out there with you?
Yes, I'm with two other people. He needs help right now.
We've got EMS and law enforcement coming. Okay. Okay. Listen to me. Can you tell if he's breathing? Is his chest moving up and down?
It doesn't seem like it. Can I touch his chest?
Okay.
His ears are bleeding really bad.
Okay. Listen. Do you feel any warm air coming from his nose or his mouth?
No.
You don't feel any warm air?
Actually, maybe. I can't really tell. I'm sorry. I'm scared to touch him.
Okay.
This ain't funny, but she was like, no. Extra, the same exact question. She said, maybe I can. That ain't funny. I'm done laughing because this is like being in that situation or seeing that or even having to touch the body or just see if they breathing. That's a tragic, dramatic experience, bro. Like, you know.
I understand. What is your name?
I feel it.
The dispatcher works to help the caller. A teenager named Megan provides.
Oh, she's a teenager. Oh yeah. Now I know why she was crying like that. That's real. That's yeah. Yeah, that's real. That'll put you as a young buck. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
As much assistance as possible until first responders arrive.
Okay, listen to me. Can you tell if he's still breathing? Can you try to talk to him, see if you can wake him up?
So I can touch him? Is that okay?
Okay, yes, ma'am. Try to call him and see if he'll respond to you.
Davis, come on. Wake up, Davis. Come on, Davis. Wake
Can you tell if he's breathing?
I think he's breathing, yeah.
You think he's breathing? Okay. Is he moving around at all when you call him?
No, he hasn't moved forward.
Okay, what's his name?
His name's Davis McClendon. Do I need to see this?
This is only the first of many personal details that will emerge on this horrific.
Hold on, so I thought that was her. I thought that was the ex-wife's date.
Night. But as police and EMTs descend on the scene, the first order of business is to save Davis McClendon's life.
Okay. Thank you. Oh my God. Oh, they're giving him CPR. Oh,
He's still on the line. He might not be breathing.
come on, Davis.
Hard to tell anything.
As the first deputies and medics arrive on the scene, it becomes quickly clear that the 911 caller's use of the phrase one-person car wreck was misleading. It's true that only Davis McClendon is here at the scene, but a deputy notes that his injuries are consistent with being struck by a vehicle. His damaged BMW is sitting some distance away, and the vehicle that seemingly hit both Davis and his car spilled oil all over the road. In fact, the oil isn't just splattered here at the scene. It leaves a trail heading away from the Hunters Creek subdivision. Two Greenwood deputies decide to follow that trail, and from what Megan and her friends have said, they have a pretty good idea where it will lead them.
Myself and 316 are going to head over there, see if the vehicle's there.
The house that he's supposed to be at with the kids is... Are you heading there now?
Yes.
I'm going to head with you.
No, stay here. Yates and I are going to go over there. We're going to see if the car is there.
know what vehicle it was in?
Negative. We're going to go see if we can find a vehicle there. Start roping this off because there's going to be a crime scene.
All right.
Although the 911 caller didn't see the incident, she definitely has strong suspicions about what happened before she arrived.
Who assaulted him?
Everything is Bud Ackerman. He's just coming here to fight him because he was mad at him. And then we came to check up on him, and then we found him like this.
Okay, so the person that assaulted...
Oh, yeah, she know exactly who did it, but don't know who did it. That sounds sick, though, but that's the way you said. She know exactly who did it, but she don't know who did it.
Assaulted him, you said his name, Bud Ackerman?
Yes.
Does he live in Hunters Creek?
Well, he lived in Hunters Creek, and him and his wife got separated, and he had him moving on his parents, and like right outside of Hunters Creek, it's like 2 minutes away. It's like Old Abbeville Highway.
Okay, did he assault him? Did he have a weapon, or do you know? Did anybody see him assault him? Did anybody see it happen?
No, I don't think that we got here. Nobody was here. We just thought we were going to leave until I saw his body a couple feet away on the side of the dirt.
Megan, who is still back at the scene, is not alone. She's with a woman named Meredith Haney, who is Bud Ackerman's estranged wife. Megan is in fact a frequent babysitter for their children, the three of whom are staying with Bud for the weekend, Meredith tells police.
So if she's staying over there for the weekend, why is Megan still over there with the older lady, though?
Deputies make contact with Bud at his parents' residence. Those kids and their safety are their first priority.
Yeah, boy, I see it. Hey, garage is open. Garage is open. Sheriff's office.
Yes, sir.
Are there some kids here?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Whose kids are they?
Mine.
Yours and who?
My wife.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Can I get you to step with me over here for me, please?
All right.
You have your ID on you?
I do not.
Okay. Just step over here for me.
Bud will do very little talking to police that night, but they've already got the beginnings of a tangled backstory, merely from what Megan told them in her initial call.
Okay, so how did y'all know he was out there?
Because he's dating Bud's wife, and he's been really drunk and he's really mad. He's been trying to find her all night.
Okay, so David has been dating Bud's ex-wife?
Yes.
It will later emerge that Meredith and Bud separated and began divorce proceedings approximately 1 year earlier. But while Bud will later admit that this breakup was against his wishes, his frustration with the situation reaches a new level on April 29, 2023, about a week before the incident. That's when he learned from a mutual friend that Meredith had begun dating a man named Davis McClendon. Investigators will later find a text message Bud sent to a friend expressing his outrage at the news. Bud texts, "What the hell is Davis thinking, man? I mean, what the hell, Danny?" Danny replies back, "I have no clue what you're talking about. What did he do?" Bud writes, "He's been Meredith." He goes on to say, "I had my suspicions, but it was confirmed by her. I can't believe he'd do that to me. I mean, damn, I've known him my whole life." And when Danny's...
Yeah, he pushed it. He said, all right, you want to play with me, bro? Facts. He said, we been cool my whole boy. I been knew you. You gonna crack my wife? But if y'all wasn't friends just because he know you, I don't mean, you know what I'm saying? He don't owe you no loyalty, but still.
Simply writes, "I don't know what to tell you, Bud." Bud replies, "Damn, I don't know either. It's just up." Exactly 1 week after the text exchange, on the evening of Saturday, May 6th, Meredith and Davis go out to dinner at a restaurant called Break on the Lake, where security cameras pick up their arrival. It's only 4.5 hours before the tragedy on Avid Road. Davis goes inside while Meredith stays behind in the car. She's FaceTiming with their kids, who are at Bud's house and using their dad's phone to chat with her. What she doesn't know is that Bud is observing the screen as well, and he recognizes the scenery in the background. He doesn't know for certain that she's with Davis, but he has his suspicions. It's 8:48 p.m., and a bad night is only just beginning. Many hours later, deputies at Bud's house take careful note of the fresh, oily footprints that decorate the floor.
So, footprints. Yeah. Footprints. Footprints. Footprints.
Boy, you know when you get caught in that first, bro, David didn't even leave for the hospital yet, and they knew it was you. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know you sunk, when you know you guilty, bro. There's no way possible you getting out of this. Your truck, they said it was you. The oil went from the crime scene all the way to damn near where you at. When they get to where you at, it's oil stains and spills all the way up. They about to probably find a truck that you done rammed him with. Like, all right.
Footprints. That's the door I came in. Oily footprints. Oily footprints.
The investigators follow the footprint trail back to a bedroom where they appear to come to an end at the foot of the bed.
Is this parents' room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Twist there, one here. This bunch? Yeah, bunch right here. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the shoe that he's got on now.
Yeah.
Investigators will indeed find oily residue on the shoes Bud is wearing that night, as well as a small amount of what appears to be blood on his hands. Both were presumably clean earlier that night when he was at a local bar called the Key West Club, where surveillance shows him ordering at least 4 beers over an hour-and-a-half time period. But Bud isn't just drinking and socializing. He's making repeated attempts to get in contact with Meredith, who has left Break on the Lake and is now with Davis at a friend's party. At one point, frustrated that Meredith won't take his calls, Bud texts her a message. "Why do you hate me? I just don't understand." When a friend who was at Key West Club that night calls Meredith to tell her that Bud is gone, Meredith and Davis head up to the bar themselves. According to what Meredith...
That's some sneaky shit. Like she planned it too wicked. I know they probably live in a small city, but if you know he was at that bar, what if he just went to go pick up a bro and come back to the bar? You had somebody inside the bar watching him and then tell you when he leave, like, yeah, you know he gone. And then you bring the new nigga already knowing that he calling you and weird and on edge and been drinking. Y'all couldn't go nowhere else or do nothing else other than to go to the bar that you knew he was just at. What if he come back is all I'm saying, bro. That's dumb.
Meredith would later tell investigators, Bud continued calling repeatedly during this time. She says that when she finally did take his call, he demanded to know where she was and why she was refusing to speak to him. The call logs would later reveal that between 9:07 p.m. and 12:15 a.m. that night, Bud attempted to call Meredith a total of 36 times. At his residence in the hours after the incident, investigators take a close look at Bud's Ford F-250, which just happens to look like it's been in a crash.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's
Told you. I knew it.
that's when I walked up and I was like, oh yeah.
You see the?
Yep. Yep.
That's a palm mark. But like that right there, yeah.
There's little specks right there.
Mhm.
Bud himself refuses to answer any questions without a lawyer present, but the circumstantial evidence is piling up quickly. As for Meredith, she says she tried reaching out to Bud's friends and family while at the Key West Club earlier that night. In the meantime, Davis sent a text message to a friend saying, FYI, apparently Bud is drunk and out trying to hunt Meredith down. She's wanting to call the cops. I was hoping maybe you could get his dad to rope him in. At almost the same time, Bud Ackerman
Everybody's
is on the
scared of
hunt,
Bud.
scoping out the parking lot at the now closed Break on the Lake restaurant for any signs of Meredith and Davis. He makes 2 circles through the lot before leaving. Investigators will later learn, thanks to the Ford's onboard computer, that he also drove down the street where Meredith lived and down the street where Davis lived in an effort to find the couple. Back at the Key West Club, Davis decides enough is enough and tells Meredith he's going to call Bud and talk to him about the relentless attempts to get her on the phone.
Yeah, not a good idea, bucko. Come on, Bob. Come on, I got it. Hey, now, your last decision was your worst decision. You called this man about his wife and knowing he drunk, circling the city looking for you? You was better off just running into him and just catching the fair one when you seen him. Except for calling him and trying to, now he really like, as soon as he seen your rat, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro, that was dumb.
Meredith watches her boyfriend walk away, never imagining it would be for the last time. Bud would later characterize the call as aggressive, saying that Davis was threatening to beat him up. While the true nature of the conversation cannot be known, what is known is that Davis and Bud agree to meet near the intersection of Avid Road and Sawgrass Place. According to Bud, and confirmed by the call logs, he called Davis back at 1:09 a.m. He says he told Davis at that time that he wouldn't be meeting him after all, and would instead be going home. Bud says that Davis cursed at him and taunted him for backing out, at which time he drove straight to the meeting place. At 1:11 a.m., his final approach is caught on a local resident's surveillance camera. The camera only captures the sound of the impact, but another...
So you rode to go meet him. He was probably just standing outside of his ride, and you just seen him and just that bang was loud that you could hear all the way down the street on the Ring camera.
Resident's camera records the moment of impact itself. The first camera not only captures the sound of the incident, but also Bud yelling something in the seconds following the impact. At 1:13 a.m., Bud's truck can be seen leaving the area. He would later say that the collision was an accident caused by Davis standing in the middle of the road. Bud says that he only saw Davis at the last second, at which point he jerked the steering wheel as hard as he could to avoid Davis and smash into his car instead. The onboard computer system shows that he did not hit the brakes and was traveling at 25 miles per hour in his Ford F-250. Davis would die that night at Self Regional Medical Center at the age of 46. At 6:30 in the morning on May 7th, roughly 5 hours after the incident, Bud Ackerman is arrested and transported to the Greenwood County Detention Center. On trial for murder the following year, he would insist that he never meant to harm Davis McClendon that night, and that it was only due to panic that he failed to call 911. The jury deliberated for less than 30 minutes before delivering a unanimous verdict of guilty. In October 2024, 42-year-old William Bud Ackerman was sentenced to 45 years in prison for murder. He's housed at the Tiger River Correctional Institution in Spartanburg County, South Carolina.
Boy, they only took 30 minutes to come to a decision that your ass was grass, Mr. Postman. Open and shut case, man. You called 30-something times. You texting and stalking and got you circling blocks, and bro, you was looking for the problem. But the whole time you was the problem. Y'all been broke up for a whole year at this point. Like, that's something that I would have thought that had been happening. Well, no, you can't even say that, because if that's the first time you found out she had another dude, then yeah, it will probably feel like a new wound. But Bro, that's some clown shit, bro. Facts. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Then y'all got like 3 kids. Like, bro. All right. Yeah, you took him out of her life, but now all she gonna do is find another you, another him, another whatever. She gonna be in another relationship. Maybe you scarred her for life, but you done. You 42 and got 45. Was that 87? Okay. All right, Bucko. We up out of here, man. Make sure you subbed up. Smack that sub button like it's somebody you dislike. If you got one chance to slap somebody, you know what I'm saying? One. How hard would you slap them? Think about that and then slap that subscribe button with the same level of force. I'll catch y'all boys on the next one.